my feed.
It's nonstop, yo.
Inundated. We're all laughing because I was joking around before about how this has never happened before in internet history.
Yes.
I literally believe sincerely, and I mean this, and you thought that I was being hyperbolic.
I don't.
I'm not.
I don't.
He is showing up on my feed non-fucking-stop.
Dude.
I'm not clicking on it. It's just next video is him in that accent, which I don't know what the fuck country that is.
I'll be trying to figure that shit out too.
And the entire media is attacking him on a daily basis. Buy the special, motherfucker. Buy the special. Real talk.
Here's what's crazy. I've been seeing him on TikTok.
TikTok. Do you know what I'm saying?
He everywhere, yo. He unstoppable.
Instagram.
His YouTube shorts.
TikTok, Instagram, YouTube shorts.
You're wearing your YouTube shorts right now. You were talking about. You got your YouTube shorts on right now.
Oh, fuck you. All I'm trying to say is Hunter Biden got.
No, he's undeniably funny. You can't even act like a guy not funny.
He's funny. Yeah,
he's funny, bro.
If he's playing in your city, go see him. Watch his show. Just let him see that you support him, because right now he's being surrounded by people in this industry who are letting him know that he has to apologize, who are letting him know that people, Jimmy Fallon talking about people coming and crying for his Me Too comment. So it is important that he see that you guys are out there. And I know he'll probably play it off and he'll probably be embarrassed by the support, because this right now to me is the most egregious, blatant example of the left taking someone out for using their words. Worse, taking a comedian out for using his words.
Have you seen the guy who does YouTube videos and he like breaks down comedians acting like he just doesn't acting like they're great, and it's almost like a scientific breakdown of jokes?
Yeah.
He goes through Chris D'Elia's, and it is so fucking funny. He just destroys him.
He
oh my
basically,
God.
Good. Okay.
He's like, see, right here, he's repeating it so that people know that he's making a joke, which is very effective. You can tell he's a seasoned comedian because he said it 4 to 5 times to get people laughing, and he's laughing, which is
yes, it's so good. Chris D'Elia, the reason, if you're wondering why we're making fun of him, is because he has sex with children.
If I see another person who's done stand-up for 3 years, it's like, my special's coming out in 2 weeks. I'm gonna fucking... Whoa, I'm pissed, dude.
I do teach piano lessons as well.
Oh, yeah? Oh, you're a teacher? Oh, yeah? Whoa. He's all like, I'm a teacher. Oh my God, there's so many trash comedians. I can't even fucking believe it.
And like the whole crew's like, yes, Myles, like, yes. And Myles is like, just doing God's work here.
No, come on, he did not say that. He did not say that.
No, he did. He said just doing God's
I don't think he has any like unironic fans. Like I said, his entire community just makes fun of him. It's amazing.
One of the things that I think is interesting about this is that, you know, this is the third one of these videos that they released. And the first one, there was tremendous outrage. Second one, tremendous outrage. And that's when YouTube said, we're not going to let you post these videos.
I went and saw him at the Palladium about a year or two ago. And it was one of the worst shows I've ever seen. Really? And one of my friends, another comic that I respect a lot, gave him a standing ovation. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? And he was like, I understand why you feel the way you do, but I just love seeing the act. And I was like, I couldn't believe it. What was bad about that? It was aggressively corny.
It's tricky too, responding to a crowd like that too, because you have to be funny, but you can't be too mean, right? You can't hit a fly with a sledgehammer.
It's one of the best stupid, poor comedians working today, for sure.
I just really encourage this group to think carefully about this sad attempt at humor.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Jokes Explained by an Expert Live with Joke Explainer, me, Myles Anderson, here on Monday at 1 p.m. Austin Standard Time. Stream was a little early today. It's the way it had to be. It's the way it had to be, everybody. Now, does that have to... Maybe it's because Canada backed out of the trade deal because they're pussies, because they wouldn't agree to pay tribute and vassals to the United States like they should, and every country should, because every country in the world is a poor ass bitch compared to the United States. And we're done paying for freeloaders. So you're heard it here first. And within the United States, there's 2 leader states, Texas and Florida. Texas and Florida are the top, followed by all of the leechers in America. Then, after that, every country is just sucking on the teats of the New York Stock Exchange and an AI economy that's growing faster every year. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got a hell of a show for you today. We're doing Gutfeld Bingo. We're doing Gutfeld Bingo. Get your bingo cards if you're on Twitch. If you're not on Twitch, if you're on YouTube, hang out and watch. This earlier stream was announced in the Discord, so if you're not in the Discord, that's why you're so confused. Sorry to wake you up early. I know a lot of our audience here wakes up around 2 p.m. Austin time to get ready for the stream. Because a lot of our audience is comedians. I understand a lot of you were up late last night trying to get in the Kill Tony bucket. And so, it's necessary to sleep in. But we had to start early, and that's all we're saying. Now, does this have something to do with them? We know who they are. Well, let's check. Because Jim Brewer here, again, with the dialed-in exposure on the camera, the sort of Oppenheimer nuclear bomb effect, they used the same playbook on America. They. Who are they? Who are they?
It was at the end of COVID. So I went to Egypt.
Okay, Jim is on. He's on. Okay, you can tell he's thinking because he's sort of trembling, right? He's got his leg shake going on.
End of COVID. So I went to Egypt, Kenya, and Rwanda. And when we were in Rwanda, but what was interesting about Rwanda,
humble brag, Egypt, Kenya, Rwanda. Is this during COVID? I hope so. No one tells Jim to stay put.
We want to get a little. You want to go a little. Whatever theory. I can't stand the word that you put in front of theory. Rwanda was
what? I can't stand the word you put in front of theory.
Rwanda was basically invaded by people from Belgium or whatever they were.
Is he eating soup? Is this a soup talk with Jim Brewer? Soup? Chicken Soup for the Brain. Now that's a book. That's a good book title right there. You heard it here first. Chicken Soup for the Brain with Jim Brewer. How about Chicken Soup for the Balls? That's the book. That's the book I'm going to write next. RFK Jr., if you're watching, I'd love to co-write a book with you called Chicken Soup for the Balls.
And they went into that African country and they basically started propaganda to make the Rwandans hate one another.
The Rwandas.
And certain tribes not like, and they created
I believe Rwandawinians is the correct term there. Don't mean to correct you, Jim. Continue.
Real life genocide. I mean, it's one of the worst ever. They were slaughtering children. They were slaughtering the women.
Okay, so I think this is obviously this is some sort of setup for a joke here.
They were killing each other, and this all came from an outside. It wasn't the Africans that created this. It was the people that came. They controlled the news.
They control the news.
They control
the people who went to Rwanda and control. Nobody knows, but we know. We know, don't we, gang? Get your bingo cards. Gutfeld Bingo starts now. hopefully we're going to have, now this is the updated week. This is the August 17 to 21 week. So we're going to have hopefully some Rosie O'Donnell fever this week because she just hosted Jimmy Kimmel's show while Jimmy's out there probably crying somewhere. Rosie O'Donnell took over. I hope they had a wide angle lens. Am I right, guys? All right, let's get your bingo cards here. 18 players for bingo on an hour early stream is not bad. I was honestly prepared for no one to show up because I understand the schedule's the schedule, and a lot of you schedule your lunch breaks and your poop breaks for the stream at your workplace. So I appreciate you negotiating with your boss. Hey, listen, I actually have to eat an hour earlier today because my grandma died. So thanks for being here, everybody. All right, let's do it. Gutty Gutfeld.
I found this channel I like. It's called The Bachelors of Music.
Leftist Andy, thanks for subbing.
Good evening.
Oh, for God's sakes. All right. Gutless, Gregless Show 27 right off the tippy top. That's a new tile. We haven't had to exercise it. Again, it's the summertime. So look who else isn't. Look who else is not respecting the schedule. Greg Gutfeld. I bet he doesn't have a Discord to at least warn people.
Everyone, I'm your girl, Kat Timp, in for Greg, who's out getting a mirror installed on his squatty potty.
Getting a mirror installed on his squatty potty. So let's break down that joke there. So a squatty potty is a device to train young children to shit in the right place. You know, kids, they just shit all over the place, piss all over the place, and you gotta have your robot vacuuming, you know, following them around all the time. So you get them a squatty potty. It's like a shorter toilet, so they can take a dump there. So I will say that's a bit of a short joke. Squatty potty, because he's too short. You got the smaller toilet. That's also a Gutfeld self-burn, even though it's Kat Timp doing the self-burn. That is, you know, Grok, who writes the show, doesn't know it's Kat Timp. So if this was Greg, it would have been Greg. Let's break it down, though. A mirror, right? So why do you need a mirror? Like, why is it funny to have a mirror installed at your squatty? Because the joke is that he's a pervert because he likes to see himself poo. A mirror, right? So the mirror would be on the ceiling, so you could watch the poo leave the anus. And the joke is that he'd be like a kind of a pervert guy there. So, and the reason why that's funny, right, is because you're never supposed to look at your own poo. Your poo is between your doctor and your poo. If you ever look at your own poo, you know, you have to confess that to a priest. Or me in the Twitch chat.
Let's kick things off with some jokes. Parents in the UK are criticizing a
jokes coming up. Family theme park slammed over disrespectful Titanic ride for the kids. Disrespectful. Yeah, because the Titanic sank very recently. And a lot of the families still pretty distraught over it. Also, a lot of wealthy people died. A lot of job creators died in the Titanic.
children's ride modeled after the Titanic, which lifts into the air and flings kids into crash mats. Even more shocking is their escape from Epstein Island room.
Okay, Escape from Epstein Island, Jeffrey Epstein, number 40. We already checked off is a pervert there.
This is starting off strong, guys.
Okay, we'll edit laughter in there.
Thank you for adding laughter to our crowd. Because, yeah, I think that might have a little bit of a joke bomb there. People don't like to imagine Epstein's Island because of all the crimes Bill Clinton did on that island. Just Bill Clinton.
All right, Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear claimed he had not heard from Mitch McConnell about his recovery progress. He thinks the main problem is that his Ouija board isn't working.
Yeah, he's dead. Yeah. Okay, good. That was a little mild predicted there.
A winner has been crowned in the 2026 World's Ugliest Dog contest.
World's ugliest dog, Rosie O'Donnell. Kathy Griffin, though. Kathy Griffin. You think Kathy? Oh, Chris thinking Rosie. Gordo's thinking Kathy. You know, I just think that file photo of Kathy Griffin. Okay, we're predicting. I'm gonna predict Kathy Griffin. I think they're just gonna cut to the photo of Kathy Griffin looking like a complete ugly dog. I think that's it. Yes, if you agree. Yes, if you agree. Blinker says this is just a classic slam dunk setup for an ugly bitch. Yes. Ugliest dog, and it could also just be The View. But again, the prediction is that it's Kathy Griffin, but this could go anyway. I mean, this is the perfect setup. Look at Kat Timpf, twinkle in her eye. She knows this is gonna murder. Get ready. Hold on.
So congrats to the little fella on his huge win.
Oh, another Gutfeld dunk. Unbelievable. Oh, Chris Wilson did say it might be Greg. It might be Greg. Ooh. Well, the no's have it. This is why. This is why number one show on late night. Huge upset.
Millions of hidden stars have been discovered inside a nearby galaxy.
Millions of stars. Okay, this could be a Hollywood joke. Millions of stars. Millions of stars have been found on Epstein's Island.
Yet not one on this show.
Okay, so I was correct about the star. The word joke there. Brian Kilmeade. This is a lot. She's going after Gutfeld. She's going after the Fox and Friends. Kat Timpf, crazed. But all in good fun. We're all friends here. We're all making 7 figures.
Too easy. Too easy. Too easy.
Thank you for booing.
Too easy. Yesterday was the 49th anniversary of Elvis Presley's death.
But also Joe Biden is dead. I don't know. That's where I first. That was my gut instinct. Joe Biden died shortly after.
A little ritual I do every year. At the exact time of Elvis's death, I go into my dressing room and pass out on the toilet.
Toilet?
Too soon? I don't.
A little joke bomb again there. People very sensitive about Elvis. Elvis, you don't want to be touching Elvis or the Titanic. America, we hold those those are sacred. Those are sacred to us.
A popular influencer claims that a downside of getting a Brazilian wax is louder farts because there's no hair to muffle the noise. So wait, what's the downside?
Poop joke.
You guys, that is so funny.
Okay, thank you. So Kat Timpf explained the joke there, and she's a stand-in for Gutfeld, so that's Greg explains there. So yeah, that joke is funny because it is. Just fucking laugh, you animals. Pretty basic.
I'm seeing that louder farts are good. A massive tooth from a prehistoric megalodon, the largest shark to ever live, was discovered along the Jersey Shore.
Also along the Jersey Shore, a bunch of spaghetti a fucking Guidos. Hey, Italians. New Jersey.
And you can tell the giant shark was actually from New Jersey because the tooth.
Because it was Chris Christie? Because it was it's just a big Italian bada bingo. Come on.
Tooth was found alongside a giant gold neck chain.
Hey, and there it is, guys. Oh, very funny.
Okay. That one, I like that one. Okay. Gen Z has turned the word polyester into a slang insult for anything low quality or inauthentic.
Gen Z, probably the worst generation of people to ever exist, ever. Lazy, slang, aura farming, locked in, Rizzlers. You know, just it's so negative, you know, so negative about the world. You know, they don't understand. If you just stay, if you just, you know, Gen Z's just, they're so negative, right? They're just saying, oh, I'll never retire, I'll never own a house. You just need 3 jobs. Tighten your belt, don't eat food, don't live in a house, and work 3 jobs. And stop complaining. I mean, it's fucking so simple, guys. I'm sick of them. Polyester. Okay, polyester is like a fabric that is not monogamous, like cotton. It's kind of, you know, it kind of fools around with other textures.
Up until now, of course, anything low quality or inauthentic was called a Greg.
Lagwar. Well done. Saw that.
Now to the monologue. So, a CBS News poll found that Democrats favor socialism over capitalism by a huge amount. Yep. Almost 60% of Dems have a positive view of socialism compared to 18% who view it negatively.
Okay, commies. So, guys, just another rundown. Socialism means the government takes everything you own and distributes little slivers of it to the general population, and big fat cats in the government eat nothing but roasted pheasant in their Bugatti Roadsters for the rest of their. That's socialism.
Meanwhile, just 32% see capitalism favorably compared to 50% who don't.
Oh my
And the support
God.
for socialism is even stronger among Dems with a college degree, with 71% favoring it.
Of course. Yeah, of course. Yeah, because they went to propaganda school. Propaganda school. This is unbelievable. This is America's ending. Can't believe it. She literally said 15 dim files. Darkrod, thank you. You know, that's a real good tool to get my attention there. What is that, 100 channel points? 200 channel points? You are correct, though. You did say devs. An hour earlier, I had to wake up. You know, what was it? 26 minutes ago.
The same number that pretend to like NPR.
NPR, National Public Radio, a communist propaganda network funded by them.
I guess once you find yourself tens of thousands of dollars in debt for a degree that doesn't put you in a position to pay it back, breadlines seem like an upgrade. But
if you have a degree that's useless, you should probably kill yourself. You know, you blew it. You blew it, I'm sorry to say. But, you know, you think Kat Timpf got here because she has a useless degree? No. Kat Timpf is a fucking plumber, guys. Kat Timpf can frame a house. She can plumb a house. She can do all the wiring. She could get oil out of the ground. She could drive a dump truck. Look at her. You can tell. That Timph is fucking. She did her apprenticeship. She's a journeyman of all trades, and that's why she's where she is. She didn't do don't Google search Kat Timph degree, because it's definitely not a useless one. And look at Greg. I know we had a whole video essay on the Bachelors of Music channel about Greg Gutfeld. He didn't do a useless degree, right? He studied drinking with wealthy people. And if you learn how to do that, you can drink your way to your own show.
But even with the recent DSA election wins, mainstream Dems like House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries want to play both sides.
Do Democratic Socialists belong in the Democratic Party, Leader Jeffries?
Well, what I can say is that I do not support defunding the police. I do not support open borders. I do not support abolishing the Senate. Well, listen, I don't support the DSA agenda as has been articulated by the DSA itself. Now, you're going to have individual members who have been elected in Democratic primaries, and if they are elected in the general in November, will be part of the House Democratic Caucus. It's going to be a broad caucus.
So
broad caucus. That's funny. No, that's funny, guys. Hey, Chad, do you prefer a broad caucus or a narrow caucus? Let me know in the chat. Can we start? Hey, sauerkraut, can we get a little poll going? Broad caucus or narrow caucus? It might be a penis joke. I can't spell that. Get Grok to help you.
Rejects the DSA's ideals, but also calls them part of a broad caucus. That's like me saying I love soup, but hate the warm, cozy feeling that radiates from the inside out and pairs perfectly with a hard-crusted bread.
Fascinating. Fascinating that we started the stream with Jim Brewer doing a soup talk. And here we are having a soup joke from Kat Timph. You know, I feel like things are connected these days. There's a lot going on in the background that we don't know anything about.
Soup, they like soup. But it gets even weirder. And much like Joe Mackey's erotic Star Wars fan fiction.
Joe Mackey.
And I mean that in a bad way. That same poll found that a majority of Republicans, 54%, approve of government price controls.
Wow, what is happening?
That's pretty scary because we know that price controls below a market level lead to a reduction in supply, which leads to stuff like shortages, reduced quality, wait lists, and black markets.
Yes, if you lower the price of things, a lot of stuff shows up on the black market more expensive. When now I'm just a humble joke explainer. I'm not a mathematician. I like my biscuits buttered. I like my chickens clucking in the yard. But I don't know. I
found this channel I like. It's called the Bachelors of Music.
Curve Time.
Joke explainer.
Well, thank you for stopping on by the old humble joke explainer, Pat. Thanks for sitting on the front porch with me here and learning about how economics works. Now, if the government makes the prices low, you're gonna get yourself one of them black markets where people can buy things because they miss the high prices. I know my toothpaste, that's supposed to be $10. But here I go to the pharmacy and I find government toothpaste For $3? Well, that ain't right. I'm going to go to an alley. I'll buy it for more money.
Could you imagine if we wound up needing a
found
black
this channel I
market
like.
for like
It's called
groceries?
The Bachelors of Music and the Professional.
Hey, Thick Rat, thanks for
Explainer.
subscribing. Hey, the hype train has been... Thick Rat has activated the hype train. Possibly. Very dangerous thing for a rat to do. Trains just murdering millions of rats a year. Hope the train didn't scare you off there. Man, thank you for subscribing. Got a lot of subs. Maybe I should be Southern the whole time. Maybe I'll do a Southern stream. Maybe that's what I should do. I should make a Twitch goal. South Carolina stream.
Trees. You couldn't eat a summer macaroni salad without worrying if the mayo was cut with fentanyl. But you may notice that big government is resonating with a big number of people. And this coincides with a large number of people, particularly young people, believing that the American dream is out of reach.
Yep, you got to unregulate companies. This is what happens. If Paramount Skydance is able to buy Warner Brothers, and then also every other media company in America, the American dream will be back a lot. It'll be back. It'll be back. Imagine a future where a Top Gun movie comes out every year. Think about that. But nope, says the big government. No, says Joseph Stalin.
As home prices have so
Drugs,
dramatically
yes, fentanyl.
outpaced wages that the data shows a large percentage are structurally locked out, with no amount of cutting luxury spending like lattes or vacations being enough to close that gap.
Lattes or vacations. Similar amount of money.
For many, the fundamental American dream of having your own home seems like a fantasy, unless you're born into wealth or own a quality Leering center.
Somali daycare makes a sneaky return. Sneaky return. Illegal immigrants.
But the problems are real. Ignoring them won't make them go away, like is the case with new seasons of Grey's Anatomy. How?
Okay, no one in the crowd knows what that is. Kat's a little younger, right? Kat's Gen Z. So a lot of Gen Zs grew up watching Grey's Anatomy. You know, you gotta be making, but that's not, Greg's audience is a little older than that. They grew up watching Buster Keaton and, Franz Liszt, Tchaikovsky.
Or they keep coming. How? How do they keep coming? The problem is, when it comes to the DSA, their solutions suck. They'll make everything worse. And you don't have to take my word for it. Look at what's happening in New York City. A Dem Socialist state assemblywoman
Okay, already don't care. Tattooed lady? Nope.
recently suggested that if someone steals something they say they need, maybe that shouldn't be a crime.
Most of what we saw were crimes of poverty. People who were stealing things like toothpaste. People who were stealing things like, soap. And that means if you're stealing those things, you need them. And we are choosing to protect.
See, this is, again, totally out of touch liberal. She doesn't understand that because of government price controls, okay, you gotta steal the toothpaste so you can sell it on the black market for more money than it was in the store. But she doesn't know that because she's not from the streets like me.
Billion-dollar companies like CVS and Walgreens over the people who are struggling to get by. So I would say that the true crime.
See, this is no, there's no way there's not a joke about what this lady looks like. There's no world in which we don't have a great burn on this lady. This lady should be blonde. Okay? She should be skinnier. Her Sweenies should be out, or at least half out. She should have high heels and hair extensions. I mean, that's the bare minimum. That's the bare minimum. If you're going to go out in public, let alone talk in public, make sure you have the Fox News team give you a do-over.
Is that there is such incredible wealth disparity in this city that there are people who can be thrown in jail simply for having a biological need.
Well, if we're talking biological needs, I guess that means you should be able to on the floor of CVS too.
Nice poo joke again there. Cat Timph. Look at that. She's got the roast eyes going. She's about to roast. She's got to roast this lady. Come on. Shit on the floor of CVS. Applause break.
Thanks, guys. Okay. The problem with this
No roast of that woman's appearance. Surprising cat. That's low-hanging fruit.
way of thinking is that free stuff isn't real. Someone always pays for it. Try running a business when your customers are allowed to take whatever they claim they need. So, what does anyone who doesn't want socialism to creep into our daily lives do next? Step one is to acknowledge that, as the kids like to put it, the struggle is real. And once they're listening, explain that the solutions socialism offers will actually only make everything worse. And then offer better ideas that might actually work.
Thank you, Kat. What a great rant. Cat Timph bringing it home on the 17th of August episode of Gutfeld. No bingos. Surprising. But Kat, you know, Kat, they often save the primest cuts of meat for Greg. Kat, Tom, Tyrus, you know, they're kind of like the smaller, weaker wolves. They don't get to do Don Lemon is gay. They don't get to do The View. Greg says, those are my chunks of meat. Socialism for flavor of the week? You know, maybe. I think it might. Let's see. If we have another socialism joke in this, I'll check it off as flavor of the week. No fat jokes, no gay jokes. It's unbelievable. Kyle Man says, Cat Timph graduated magna cum loudly. Very funny, Kyle Man. From Hillsdale College with a BA in English. See? English, not a useless degree because she's speaking English that whole time. All these people, you know, we're all speaking English. Right? So that's useful. That's a trade. English degree is a trade, I'm pretty sure. Right? Lots of people on construction sites speaking English. This is a goddamn nightmare. What'd I say? The prime cuts are for Greg.
Good evening, everyone. I am Tom Chillu in for Greg on this very special edition of Gutfeld. Let's kick this thing off, shall we? There are signs everywhere that summer is winding down.
Winding down. Okay, he's going to open with a Greg joke. He's going to open with a Greg joke, guys. I think this is the rule. I've noticed this pattern. Because when Greg's not there, when Greg is away, it's time to play. And that they're going to make fun of Greg here. They got to.
For instance, Times Square has changed its scent to pumpkin spice urine.
Subway incidents.
Rashida Tlaib is starting to grow her winter coat.
Rashida Tlaib back in the crosshairs. Very funny. Rashida Tlaib under R. Right? There she is. Done. Hairy, ugly. Perfect.
Greg Gutfeld is stockpiling Kill Me jokes for the winter.
What did I say?
And Nancy Pelosi, instead of Coppertone, is applying
antifreeze. Now I was gonna say antifreeze, but her face is frozen, so maybe it's freeze. Nah, that wouldn't work. Tom, I'll leave it to you.
WD-40 to her face.
WD-40. Classic lubricant.
Okay, according to newly released documents, Eric Swalwell confessed to having sex with Chinese spy Fang Fang.
Chinese spy is race Chinese. Admits to having sex with Fang Fang. Now, he was very bang bang. Yes, I may have done a bang bang with Fang Fang. Please. Oh, God, it's right there. Come on, Tom. Take her home.
I found this channel I like. It's called The Bachelors of Music and the Professional Joke Explainer.
Care a lot, please. Thanks for resubbing. We sub to the Twitch. Come on.
He told her he wanted to try something new and different, consensual sex.
Okay, never mind. Oh, big reaction
On one
there.
occasion, he says he had sex with her after he took Ambien. He says he barely remembers it, but he knows he was hungry for more 30 minutes later. Fang Fang said sex with Swalwell was nothing to write home about.
Wow, and he's not even good at sex. Humiliating.
Even though, as a spy, that was her job. Gotta write home.
Well, you gotta write home about it. You gotta. That's what spies do.
After John Ossoff criticized President Trump's ballroom, President Trump called him Pee Wee Herman. Then Ossoff replied, I know you are, but what am I?
Tom Shalhoub with the excellent Pee Wee Herman joke. Great impression there. Great impression. Pee Wee Herman, very famous comedian from 45 years ago. Pretended to be a child. Very funny. Great voice. We don't have Tom Shalhoub is an accomplished stand-up comic. He's probably going to do a lot of the stand-up bingo tiles here. Impressions, sound comedy, crowd work.
Scientists are warning influencers not to take selfies with sharks because the sharks may bite and kill them. But some folks are seeing an upside to this activity, more dead influencers. Mel Gibson just gave a major update on Lethal Weapon 5 in this latest...
Oh. Now, what is it? Our president, Donald J. Trump, is trying to get Rush Hour 4 made? Trying to get Rush Hour... And Lethal Weapon... I can't remember if he has a stake in Lethal Weapon 5, but all the famous race comedies from 40 years ago, we're all looking, he's trying to revive them just to bring America together again.
Installment, Riggs and Murtaugh become spokesman for balance of nature.
Has killed people, yes.
There we go. Go on. Well, we got to sell product, right? Okay, on to the monologue. So as a gang of socialists and oddballs enter the Democrats' big tent, the party has a decision to make: join them or fight them. And Hunter Biden just made his choice. Here's what he thinks of
Socialist
the Dems' latest
city?
star, Abdul
All right.
El-Sayed.
Flavor of the week: socialism.
I think that if we're crazy, if we all don't just get behind Dr. Abdul Al-Sayed, 100%, what we have a Michigan-born Rhodes Scholar who is this incredible athlete on top of that, who is also a board-certified doctor, who's also an epidemiologist, who also talks to people the way that they talk to each other.
Okay, we're listing his record.
Oh, you're right. Yes, you're very right, Star Crowd. That is absolutely Hunter Biden we're looking at right there. I just didn't recognize him. Usually, he's got a cigarette in his mouth and a whore on his dick. Am I right, chat? But there he is.
Try. Yeah, he's a doctor
And one.
without a current medical license, and he does talk to people.
Oh, he's a doctor. Doesn't have a current medical license. What a dumbass. Should have learned a trade.
But it's usually about his empathy for Hamas.
Gordo, SF81. Congratulations. We got our first bingo. Episode and a half of Gutfeld here. That was, I was expecting more bingos right out of the gate here. Congratulations, Gordo. New bingo cards. But, this is a Gregless. Seems like I bet he takes the whole week off. I bet, which is crazy. With Rosie O'Donnell hosting Kimmel? Greg's taking the... Are you sleeping at the wheel, Greg? This is prime Greg time. Oh, Gordo, yes. Grab your link here.
You think Jews control the country?
Got it. Who's them? Who's they, them? Who's them? Who's them? Let's find out.
The education. They controlled the newspapers. So they controlled all that.
They did.
And it was during the Clinton eras, the whole Clinton time, when the Clintons, Bill Clinton and them were, and we didn't go help.
No.
And this is why often, too, I don't even tell people anymore, oh, we're there to free people. No, we're not.
Take a sippy of the soup.
We're there to free the... No, you're not.
Take a sippy.
No, you're not.
Take
Then you'd be doing it everywhere. No one was there for Rwanda. And it made me wonder. So if you go there, it's pretty brutal.
Rwanda.
To see what they did to those people.
But now, was he on vacation or was Jim Brewer doing shows in Rwanda? Because I could imagine he'd be very popular there. And Rwanda needs a laugh.
I mean, it's disturbing to show how evil people that make laws in government and news, how they sell pure evil. But what I thought was more interesting was after they did what they did.
Oh.
And it was the Africans that were like, hey, man, why are we killing each other?
Come on, Jim, do the accent. My God.
These guys came in, they made us start doing this. We need to kick them out. They're the troublemakers. They came here, they got us pointing at, you're a Democrat, you're a Republican, you're a liberal, you're LGBT, you're this, you're that. They came in, took over the papers, the news, the education system. They came in.
They did.
And got all us doing this. So if you look at a case like Rwanda, came in, got them all going after one another, killing one another. And then, the Clintons were kind enough to put up a museum or back a museum.
A museum. Put up an art gallery on their corpses. We're the Clintons. No, another gala. Another Democratic gala, please. Ah, yes. A fine Prosecco. We should do socialism. We're the Clintons. We're basically communists, when you think about it.
Well, what I found interesting was once we got involved, I don't know this for a fact, do your own fact checking. I've never been to
I don't know this for a fact, do your own fact checking. Very important legal disclaimer here from Jim Brewer, thank you.
A country.
Rocket.
Where they were technically advanced. I never saw things. So this is right after COVID. And it was so frustrating because you would leave, I think we left, maybe we left Egypt. I don't remember. I don't remember. All I remember is before you got...
Guys, all over the world, comedians are very international. Yesterday I was in Brussels. A week ago I was in Cairo. Last year I was floating down the Danube. I don't know. People want to see Jimmy. People want to see Jimmy Brew. They want to hear what I gotta say. Dr. Fauci, right?
Got on a plane. You had to take a COVID test.
Look
which
bovine.
you had to pay for.
The
So while
course
you're
is
on
free.
the plane,
All
2-hour
on
flight,
YouTube.
you land, you're not allowed in the airport, and you have to stand on the tarmac, and you got to get tested again.
Wow.
And when we landed in Rwanda, again, we already paid for the test. And then you got to land there and you got to pay for the test again. And it's like $200 to it. And I'm a party of fives.
Damn, $1,000.
So I'm dropping $1,000 every time I'm taking off and landing, which they don't tell you about. There's big money in science.
Big money in science. Big? Yeah. Who do you think gets that money when you get a blood test? Who do you think gets that blood? Who do you think gets your blood? Chat. Okay, a lot of interesting stuff. Now, I don't know this for a fact. Do your own research. But I think your blood goes to George Soros. And I think your money goes to Dr. Fauci. Again, I don't know. Do your own research. But I think that I don't know this for a fact. But when I and I try to avoid doctors at all costs. But, when I start shitting blood, pissing blood, puking blood, I'm like, fine. Doctor, what should I do? And they're always like, well, we're going to have to take a blood sample. I'm like, I could puke some up for you. They're like, that won't do. You know why? Because they need fresh adrenochrome-filled blood to send to the castle. Again, grok it. Grok it up. Bingo starts now, everybody. Get your bingo card. 25 players. Hey, look at this. We've formed a quorum. We've formed a quorum. We're playing bingo. We're back to Gutfeld. Don't forget your card. I know. Started the stream early. What can I say? The reasons for it are mysterious, and they will require your own investigations. Greg Gutfeld chose the chosen one. Wow, don't know if I agree with that, considering Greg took the whole fucking week off. Lagwire, you blew it. Also, fucking Gregless again. I think, again, Greg's gone. He took the week off. It's unbelievable.
Your girl, Kat Timpf, is back in the house. Yes.
Sure.
Greg is not here. He's at home looking at himself in the mirror saying, who's a bad boy?
Little burn on Greg. Greg, you did this to yourself, man. You did this to yourself. Fun little jokes.
Two Somali women got into a vicious fistfight inside a Target.
Two Somali women. This is classic. I'm just going to say illegal immigrants just based on their clothes. I don't think we let people from Somalia here legally. Not since Trump won, I'm pretty sure. Illegal immigrants, yep. Couple Somali women. Oh, I wonder why they're fighting. Is it because of the daycare center that they're trying to be getting fraud money for? Let's see.
And who says immigrants don't assimilate? In Philadelphia, a man wearing a scary doll mask is running around harassing people and asked a female jogger, "Are you ready to die?"
Greg? A little Greg joke here, do you think? Kat Timpf likes to hit the Greg jokes pretty hard here.
Meanwhile, guess who's vacationing in Philadelphia?
And you guys, finally. I mean, this has been not my best, but I'm starting to align here. I just need to understand Kat Timpf's rhythm. We're getting it.
New research shows that taking the erection pill Cialis can make people go blind.
Okay. Perfect, said the husband of an ugly woman. Now that's pretty broad. Who specifically are we thinking here? Bill Clinton? I'll give you guys the 58 penis because obviously we mentioned an erection, and an erection is what happens when you perfectly predict a joke. But what are we thinking here? What are we thinking? Clinton for sure. A lot of people saying Clinton. Let's do it. Let's put your bits where your mouth is. Bill Clinton. Even better, says Bill Clinton. 30 seconds to make your yes prediction if you agree. Billy Clinton's coming up so he can fuck Hillary, not see that ugly face, and also be hard as a little rock. Also, 11 chat predicted the joke before. Oh, wow. I'll take your word for it. I'll see.
Come on, guys. You're not supposed to poke girls in the eye with it. 13.
Unbelievable. Nose have it. I mean, that might have been risky, guys. That might have been a risky one. But the nose have it.
Penn State fraternity brothers were busted in a cocaine trafficking ring.
Cocaine trafficking, that's a drug.
Authorities got suspicious when they started making it to morning classes.
They're fast because they're on cocaine.
Carl's Jr. is giving away free spicy chicken sandwiches to people who have been through bad relationships.
Bad relationships. Barack and Michelle. Joe and Mika. Hillary and Bill. Greg. Ooh, interesting. Clinton. Whoa. I hope it's the Clintons. Herself. This is tough. I'm not confident enough to make a prediction here on this one.
Guess I know what I'm having for dinner.
Self burn. DJ's correct. We got some predictions for self. It's gonna do. Yep, you're correct.
And finally,
Ivan Top Gun, well done.
A pint-sized runaway pig went viral after several people tried to catch him.
Pint-sized pig. Greg Gutfeld again. It's gonna be Greg again, guys. Pint-sized pig. A tiny pig. That's a classic. That's got to be a Greg. This is a Greg Byrne coming up. Greg Byrne coming up. Pint-sized pig. Oh, Ivan Top Gun says. Now, is that a prediction? Because it's a pint? We know how much Kamala likes pints. She's drunk as shit. But if you think it's going to be Greg Gutfeld getting burned here, predict yes, and see if you can win them channel points. All on yes. CJ Chemix throwing it all on the line. I'll see.
The little rascal was eventually caught and will return to hosting his nightly talk show.
Hey! There he is, guys. Very good. Predictions all around. We got our first prediction there. Communal prediction. Well done, everybody.
Okay, to the monologue. There's a pretty wild new development in the COVID cover-up story, so...
The COVID cover-up, yes. Did COVID happen? Nope. Was it a psyop? Yep. Crazy to think the COVID-19 virus never even existed in the first place. And we remember how we were all so upset about it? But when you think about it, wow, I never actually saw it. Show me a COVID. Show me a picture of COVID with the daily news, with the today's newspaper. And I'll believe it.
Put down your bat sandwich and listen to this. This week, David Morenz, a longtime aide and advisor to Anthony Fauci, pleaded guilty to concealing government records. Specifically, he was hiding emails to thwart inquiries into the pandemic's origins. You know, that pesky lab in Wuhan, where COVID definitely didn't come from, even though a bunch of their scientists got sick right before the pandemic. According to court documents, Morenz and Peter Daszak, the head of EcoHealth Alliance, deliberately used personal Gmail accounts to keep their communications out of Freedom of Information Act requests. That way, Google would be the only one spying on them. And Daszak, the guy behind the company funding the coronavirus research at the...
What's he drinking? Watson's. Watson's? Who's Watson? Who's Watson? Sherlock's sidekick? Sherlock Holmes? England? London? Rothschilds? Mansions? Epstein? MK Ultra? It all...
lab wasn't just sending emails. He sent Morenz 2 bottles of wine for, quote, advice, support, and behind-the-scenes shenanigans.
2 bottles of red Napa Valley wine. Thanks for the corruption, brother. That's why you never send wine as a gift for illicit activity.
Behind-the-scenes shenanigans? I hope that means sex.
Gay?
And Morenz was super arrogant about all of this, which is infuriating. Which brings us back to Fauci. Morenz suggested connecting Daszak with Fauci, quote, in an off-the-record manner, saying it was important that Fauci not have anything, quote, on the record that could come back to bite. It's the same reason I moved out before I dumped Marv Albert. Which is a reference I don't understand, but Joe Mackey says at least half of you will.
Okay, Joe Mackey. Gutfeld explains the joke. Thanks for explaining the joke. And Joe Mackey, thanks for clapping.
Yeah. Okay. All right, you're right. Okay. Now, to be clear, Fauci wasn't accused of wrongdoing in this specific case, but in 2024, he testified that he, quote, knew nothing about Morenz's actions. Then his own diary came out, and he wrote that he was going to call Morenz to get, quote, more details as to what is going on.
What is going on?
Seems like the guy who just pleaded guilty is more honest than Anthony Fauci.
Yep.
And it's all even more interesting when you think about a story we covered last night. Former ABC News correspondent Terry Moran claimed...
Flagwar says, could you defeat an LLM predicting an episode of Gutfeld? Well, yeah. That would be the television event of the year. We could do that on pay-per-view. Professional Joke Explainer versus LLM predicting Gutfeld live, Madison Square Garden, pay-per-view event. The whole nation would be watching. This would be like the... Was that IBM? Watson? Versus that famous chess guy,
His
Pee-wee Herman.
gutted his report on the COVID lab leak theory because of Fauci.
The day that it's supposed to air, it gets reviewed, and it comes back to me, and it is incomprehensible. And I've never been angrier. I'm in
John Henry versus the train. Clinker, great reference. Great reference. And a source of so many great bluegrass tunes.
Lawyer standards, and I was told, Fauci.
Oh? So they took the story that you did and either sent a copy of a transcript or a copy of the video to Anthony Fauci.
It would have been the script.
Well, I'll let you guys know, this is also Fiji water. I pour it out of the bottle into the glass as a sign of respect.
That's what I was told.
So did you ever say anything publicly about this after the fact?
No. Probably shouldn't have. but I'm now.
Yeah, Terry. Why'd it take so long to reveal that the network did that, considering they let you go over a year ago? Because if that's true, that's insane that they sent Fauci the script to look over. Is that not the definition of the government being involved in free speech? The same ABC that's currently suing the FCC over free speech rights, you can totally argue that the FCC shouldn't be challenging ABC's broadcast licenses. But ABC shouldn't be asking Fauci to approve their reporting either. That's like letting Cardi B edit Sesame Street.
Now this is a joke, because you can't let Cardi B edit Sesame Street, because Cardi B is a whore, right? She's a whore. 71 is a whore. And Sesame Street was famously a show that makes kids gay, because Bert and Ernie are famously a gay couple that teach children to be gay. You can't have a whore teaching the gay show anything, because that's not, they don't mix. Sweeney's.
And we should always remember not just what COVID did to people's lives, but how it's still affecting them. A new report found that nearly 10% of Gen Z adults say they have zero face-to-face human interactions in a typical day.
Yeah, see? Classic. Gen Z, you need to lock in and lock eyes with other people.
Before COVID, it was just 3%. By 2021, it had tripled. And for the most isolated young people, their time spent with other people collapsed to almost zero during the pandemic and has barely recovered. So we spent years
hiding inside because of the government and socialists. And now Gen Z is fucked up. Thanks, Fauci.
Telling people to stay apart, and now we're finding out some people never really came back. That's a pretty big bill for 2 weeks to slow the spread.
Period. Exactly. Next time there's a pandemic, you're gonna have to tase me and weld me into my house, because I'm going out and I'm fucking clubbing. I'm clubbing. See you in court. This is such a slow bingo with no Greg. I bet Greg's off. I bet he's in with Jesse Waters. Yes. At the lake house. Yeah. Hey, never mind, Greggy, Greg. Oh, feels good. You know how hard it is? That was so hard to not see Greg. Thank God.
Yeah, I get it.
Don Lemon is gay. Greg is back.
All right.
Yeah, he knows. The star is home. They missed him.
We'll continue that later at my place.
Greg fucks. Number 30. He's going to fuck the whole crowd. And he would. Look at him. Look at those shark eyes.
Yeah. Good evening, everyone. So yesterday, Bill Clinton turned 80 years old.
And we're back. And we're back. And we're back. Bill Clinton turned 80 years old. Wow. Crazy. Crazy how old. A lot of people don't talk about how old Bill Clinton is. You know, he was just the president like 2 years ago. The Dems always running oldsters. Okay, 80 years old. What are we thinking? Are they going to make a joke about him running for president? Viagra joke, 56. Is old coming up. It's coming up.
He celebrated it surrounded by all the people he loves. And Hillary.
He hates his wife. Women are annoying. Number 73, we are back.
Thought this was nice to celebrate. He unwrapped an intern. And when
oh, and a third. This is a triple joke. is old was already mentioned, Myles. Okay. Don't know when, don't know how. But I will trust the mod.
Bingo!
No, and the Greg Gutfeld show. Rob and Greg. Greg, congrats on the bingo, but you took 3 days off. You took 3 days off, and we were, no offense to Cat Timph, but I hate that bitch. I bet she can't drive. Okay, bingo has been created. Greg Gutfeld show, I got your link here.
Here's the first question. Greg and...
Oh, man. I like it. I like it. Where were we? Okay. Bingo starts in just a few minutes, everybody. Get your goddamn bingo cards. We Care to Please says, I love Cat. Well, you know what? That's your opinion. You know, we believe in freedom of speech here on the channel. You should be able to say whatever you like, except sometimes when I don't want you to. Let's see what's going on in the Rumbleverse. New York City's going to collapse. Wall Street legend. Yep, probably because his home was taxed. And he's probably going to leave, go to Miami. One day the whole world's going to live in Texas and Florida. And we're all going to learn why socialism doesn't work. He just got caught. It's over. There's Fauci getting arrested, thrown in the slammer. I hope they do a public... Now, which way do you would be the best way to execute Fauci in public? I'm thinking electric chair. But also, you know, it would be really great if they gave him one of his viruses that he made. Yeah? Or maybe they pour gold down his throat because he's so greedy and he's always trying to make money on viruses. Maybe they pour gold down his throat like that one Roman senator. Who poured the gold down his throat? Was it Mithridates? I'm a little fuzzy on my Roman history. Who got the gold? Was it Crassus? Targaryen? Lindsay claimed the mass psychosis of Western women. The mass psychosis. Almost 400,000 views on a live stream that was just 7 hours ago. God, I'd be lying if I wasn't jealous of Steven Crowder's numbers. The mass psychosis. Steven Crowder, very funny comic. If you've ever seen his stand-up, he just destroys. You should watch it. We did a little Jokes Explained on Steven Crowder a while ago. Just such a great comic.
Having right now. Let me ask you this. Have you been asking yourself, have women in the Western world always been this crazy? Or is this, the answer is yes. That's what.
The answer is yes.
We've been talking about it for quite a while. It's not all, but many millions of women who are willing to support, protest in support of a multiple time child murderer. I don't know how we acknowledge this as anything other than not our system is broken. The society based on coddling women and their emotions is
coddling women.
You could ask for. I'll always remember all the years.
Oh, this is a Steven Crowder comedy sketch? Holy shit, guys. Holy shit. Okay. These are hard to find. Usually only Rumble Premium members get this. Okay. The comedy sketch from Steven Crowder called The Pirate Nurse. Do my best to explain here. Already, very funny. He's a pirate. The font, the ship. A pirate couldn't be a nurse because nurses are girls and pirates are boys. So we're already laughing.
You're the best first mate you could ask for. I'll always remember all the years of raping.
Doctor.
You're disturbing kind of a sweet moment. I was reminiscing.
Great accent. He's going to go to Sweden. He sounds like he's from a certain port of England. Very piratey place. A very piratey place of England. I don't know exactly what part of England that's from, but the Caribbean, probably.
I'm sorry, Doctor. Been feeling a little bit run down lately, you know, kind of cloudy in the mornings, just,
Well, I know the cure for that. A punch in the face and some gunpowder on the balls.
All right, well, stay right there and let me check you out to see what's splintering your mast. Put your arm out. Keep it there. Hold on, let's do the wrist. Yeah, that's exactly what I suspected. You've got tiny arms.
Well,
from many years of no doubt proactively avoiding manual labor. And that manifests itself in your
Useless degree guy right here.
brittle bones. We call it barnacle bones.
barnacle bones?
Soft like the top of a baby's head. I could just press it in and you'll have a divot for the rest of your life.
Oh, that's not good.
There's two ways to cure it. Well, one is manual exercise and training, but let's be honest, that ship has sailed. The other, you must set sail for the Devil's Kelp Forest, capture the tears of a seahorse, and inject them straight into your bone marrow.
Classic
Doctor, with all due respect, I'm looking for something scientifically proven and practical.
No wonder you have the barnacle bones. Anything that's a little bit tough and you want to go rush to your god of science. I guess, Foundation. It's the best multivitamin on the high seas. Clinically proven to include clinically active ingredients at the clinical doses. They have all the lab results and
This was an ad? It was an ad? Oh. Funny. Still funny. Wow. Okay. Again, you know, he's doing business comedy. He's a business comedian. You know, I don't fault comedians for hawking goods. You got to do it. You got to do it. Get your bingo cards, everybody. We're starting now. 27 players. That's 2 more than last time. Lagwar, wake up. And don't miss your goddamn bingo card this time. This is your last warning. Okay. 28 players. I think we got it. All right. And we're gonna check off Bill right off the tippy top here because we got Bill Clinton right on the screen. He's got that sort of, I wonder if she could blow me look in his eyes there. Pervert.
When it came time to blow out the candles, he made a wish, but to his chagrin, Hillary was still breathing.
He wishes she was dead because she's annoying. So that's just, you know, a continuation of the previous joke there. Hillary Clinton, women are annoying.
As his sexual misconduct probe.
RJ Craig Allen, super chat $2. Was in ICE detention last 2 months, but I'm back. Well, welcome back, RJ Craig Allen. Oh, why'd they arrest you? I'm pretty sure you can't watch the stream unless you're a legal American. That's how Twitch works, right? You say watch stream, it says, are you legally in the United States? You say yes. I mean, ICE does have their little mix-ups every once in a while. You know, I've heard the detention facilities are humane and warm. So I hope you enjoyed your time there. Free vacation, honestly. Did they feed you? Did they house you? Honestly, you should be thanking them.
Heats up. FBI agents served Eric Swalwell with a search warrant and seized his cell phone.
Swalwell, back in the news. Swalwell, swallowing well. Sexual probe. That's funny. That's a good setup there.
Eric, of course, responded to the confrontation just as you'd expect, with an erection.
Penis.
Former comedian Kathy Griffin says she was hurt that Rosie O'Donnell didn't invite.
And that's 2 right there. Kathy, and Rosie. Two of the ugliest, dumbest, fattest bitches alive. Come on, Greg. Take the gloves off. Disappointed about what?
Invite her on when she was guest hosting Jimmy Kimmel Live.
Well, there's a reason for that. Because she's ugly as fuck.
It seems network execs feared if they had them on together, people would think they were watching a rerun of Alien versus Predator.
Oh, yeah. Okay. We got it. We got it. Big uggos, you guys got it.
Now, it's true. It's true. A California political candidate is accused of election fraud for listing a dive bar as her home address.
Kamala Harris, ladies and gentlemen. Kamala Harris? Kamala Harris. If you agree, select yes on the prediction. If you're feeling like betting, but I think Kamala Harris, yep. California political candidate accused of listing a dive bar as a home address. Well, that's Kamala Harris, because Kamala Harris can't stop drinking. Let's go. Take it home, Greg.
In her defense, that's where she spends 23 hours a day.
Thank you, Greg. Chat, slap your knees. Easy as pie.
ABC said the FCC forced The View to book far fewer political candidates as guests.
Well, that's fine with us because we just want to book glazed hams.
Meanwhile, the EPA begged them to cut back on methane emissions.
Okay. Kamala Harris, sorry. Kamala Harris is drunk. Yep. Done. And methane, that's poo, that's fart. Just 5 farting cows on The View.
According to a new study, there's an increase in deadly car crashes every time Taylor Swift drops a new album.
Yeah, because all the white bitches are crashing because they can't drive worth shit. Now, this is a tricky one because I think that's the obvious joke, but also Greg has joked many times about dating Taylor Swift. This is going to be tough. What is flavor of the week now? It was socialism. We saw 2 episodes in a row reminding Americans to not be socialist.
True. Evidently, people take their hands off the wheel to cover their ears. Science.
Wow, I was wrong.
Finally, a Florida woman accused of scamming senior citizens out of money was arrested and discovered hiding $3,200 in her vagina.
Vagina. We need that soundbite. Interesting. I'll get it, said Bill Clinton.
In her defense, that's the last place anyone would ever look.
You know?
It was all small bills, too. All right. So last weekend, thousands flocked to London's Trafalgar Square to mourn the death of a professor. Jason Arday was hailed as the youngest black professor in Cambridge history, highly respected scholar with impressive credentials. Until we found out his resume had more padding than Dylan Mulvaney's bra.
Dylan Mulvaney. Back.
He plagiarized tons of academic work, fudged his resume like crazy. Even crazier, he claimed he ran 30 marathons in 35 days, some with a broken leg. He raised a non-existent $5 million for charity, lied about having 2 brain tumors, spending months in a coma, and claimed he couldn't read or write until he was 18. He even claimed he survived testicular cancer.
Business Money NYC, congratulations on the bingo. Oh man, we had a lot of people close for bingo there. Close. That's okay. We got time for more. We got time. Congrats, Business Money. Let's see your link. Also, if you're new here, you can also bribe the joke explainer right now. RJ Craig Allen with the $2 donation super chat is the top day trader, I believe. Business Money, this video is way too long, but I will watch part of it. Okay, get your bingo cards.
The science that people like you trust, but it's not going to help.
RJ Craig Allen, super chat, $5. RJ Craig Allen with the $7. $7 from YouTube. If RJ Craig Allen, we got $7 benchmark at the end of the bingos. RJ Craig Allen, you better link a link.
Glad to be with you. You need to admonish me. Apparently, Metatron is a WAP. I thought it was a greasy Greek.
He's a wet ass.
He's a guinea.
Oh,
he's a Dago.
Different WAP. Okay.
Yeah. And we love them some of the times, unless they're Southern Italian. Then part of that crime statistic. Let me ask you, what's the craziest take you've heard on the Lindsay Clancy trial? That's the question of the day.
So those are all old slurs for Italians, and I've discussed this in length on the channel. Italians became white in the 1990s. You are allowed to make those jokes and say those slurs. Again, you can say any slur you want. Just careful on the platform. Can YouTube civilians now post links? They're supposed to. The setting has been checked. The setting has been changed. RJ Craig Allen. If you post I don't know how it works. If the link isn't highlighted, I'll just copy and paste it. Why don't you try it now? RJ Craig Allen. Post a link. Let's see if it shows up.
Craziest take. And have you been in a relationship with someone who size difference and he's further away?
Okay, well, that's what is Lindsay? I'm very confused. Let's move on. This stream's too long for me to go through. Let's look at some of these great Look at these Benny Johnson. Got this great one. Okay, and I don't see it. Let me go to the let me go to the look. We got RJ Craig Allen. I don't. Yeah, the link did not show up for me. You can throw it in the Discord if you don't have it. Just throw it in the Discord. I don't know if you're in the Discord or not, but just do that. I have changed the settings to enable links, but YouTube, I guess, just wants to take a shit down my throat. Anyway, I love this. I love, you just throw it in the general chat in the Discord. And if you don't like it, You can, and then you could just leave the Discord immediately afterwards. You don't have to stay. But you should. Love it. Oh! There's Donald Trump leading America's army of military race cars, stealth bombers, fighter jets. Very cool. This image gets me going. Why is the WNBA in the news so much? Why are we talking about it? What is this? You're building wealth wrong. Guys, you're building wealth wrong. Chat.
There are really 3 key muscles you need to develop to become financially well off.
First of all, Kalshi. You guys need to be betting. I see a lot of you guys aren't going all in on the predictions. You need to be putting your... Think about it. Are you just going to work your job every day? Just slaving away for the man? Or are you going to place a few very good strategic bets and be instantly rich? Seems like a no-brainer. Seems like a no-brainer. Bingo's starting again. 28 players this time, not bad. Okay, let's get it. This is the last episode of Gutfeld. This is the last one. This is your last chance to grab them while they're hot. First joke, John Lemon. Oh, Chris Wilson. I hope so. I think this has been a whole week of no Don Lemon. A whole week. How will I know if he's gay? Will he become straight? If Greg Gutfeld stops making jokes about Don Lemon being gay, does Don Lemon become straight? Is the curse lifted? Is that all that's keeping him gay? Is Greg? I just realized you spelled the number 23 wrong. With the flavor of the week. Oh my god. Oh, you okay. I think yeah, Brian I think was using a Canadian keyboard because it was on discount on Dark Craigslist, and it autocorrects to the wrong spelling. 50% tariff.
It's a see-through shirt, isn't it?
Oh, we both noticed.
All right, let's welcome tonight's guests. People save his phone number as don't pick up.
Oh,
Co-host of Fox and Friends First Hot Pyro.
Look at that. 2 buttons down. We're down to the 3rd button. The nipples
I'm not
are
saying
right
she's
there.
young, but she refers to our commercial breaks
Hello.
as recess. Correspondent at the Federalist, Brianna Lyman.
I'm so glad that Fox News, or the Federalist, is hiring teenage girls to host the news. You know, they are an inclusive organization.
He's screwed more fat women than diabetes. Comedian Sherrod Small.
Fat women. Screwed more fat women.
We gotta get back. Gotta get back.
And she's in the Guinness Book of World Records as the bookmark. Time-selling, best-selling author, Fox News contributor, Captain.
Yay.
All right. Before we get to some news stories, let's do this.
Joe Mackey.
Greg's Leftovers.
I gotta pee. All right. It's Leftovers, where I read the jokes we didn't use this week, and as always, it's my first time reading them. So if they suck, we'll disguise Joe Mackey as roadkill and send him to an RFK Jr. cookout.
I think I've heard this exact joke before, many months ago. Very funny. RFK Jr.
On Thursday, the FBI arrested a Muslim woman with ISIS ties for trying to blow up the New
Is there any other kind?
York Capitol building.
That's fine. Bring her to my house, said Zohran Mamdani and or Abdul Al-Sayed.
She became Muslim 5 years ago, but obviously hasn't been laying off the pork.
She's fat. Thank you, Greg. You know, this is the kind of, you know, jokes about women's appearances that we were missing the last couple of hosts, you know? No one's really going for it. But when Greg sees an ugly bitch, he lets you know. And that's why we love Greg. Great joke. Pork. Lay off the pork. Crowd loves it.
A UC Berkeley professor says that our public school system is so bad that she has to teach her college students middle school math.
This seems like a little Fox News inside baseball joke here.
True. Now when she demands a threesome, they ask for a calculator.
Never mind. The teachers fuck the kids. Teachers fuck the kids. Teachers suck. Kids. Guys, I forgot the teachers fuck kids. It's been so long. Greg, this is why Greg can't go away on vacation. $66 is stupid. Yeah, I agree with that. But, you know, this is... I forget these things. But don't forget. Teachers suck. Learn a trade. These kids should be in a mine.
ChatGPT called the FBI on a man who shared plans to kill his ex-girlfriend. In a related story, guess who no longer uses ChatGPT?
Jesse Waters.
To plan murders.
Oh, Hillary Clinton.
Yeah.
Killed people.
Florida's DSA Senate candidate Angie Nixon says she...
Angie Dixon slipping. Slippy slip slip. DEI. Drag shows is wholesome for children and brought her kids to one. Wow, enjoy your kids not knowing what gender they are now.
She takes her kids to drag shows and even referred to them as wholesome entertainment. She later clarified it was a WNBA game.
Misgender?
Gregory. President Trump claims they named the Genius Act after him. And why not? Bill Clinton says the same thing with the Amber Alert.
They named the Amber Alert after Bill. So, because Bill Clinton was famously a more amber color in the 90s, I believe. I believe that's the joke there. And yes, and because he steals the children, because he's a pedophile as well. He was actually one of the only pedophiles associated with Jeffrey Epstein there.
Parents are suing after students were taken on a field trip to a mosque.
Oh, man.
The teens had foolishly agreed because they heard they were also getting stoned.
Very funny. Stoned.
Harvard is...
Muslims stone people and are also terrorists.
Agreed to pay millions after body parts donated for medical research were stolen and sold on the black market. It's true, even one of the cadavers ended up in Washington.
Joe Biden's old and dead. Guys, forgot Joe. With this, we have had a no Joe Biden week as well. Thank God. He's old. Getting stoned, yeah, drugs.
It also turned out that brains donated for research purposes had also disappeared, leaving one show in a lurch.
Brian Kilmeade.
Hey, those are my people.
Vin Diesel says the new Fast and the Furious starts shooting in December. He says he doesn't want to give away any spoilers.
But there will be cars.
Because the cars need them to redirect airflow.
Oh, boy. Do you get it? Do you guys get that one? You get that joke? Spoilers are what go on the back of a car to create downforce on a fast car. Spoilers could also mean spoiling a movie. Great stuff.
Oh, because spoilers has two different meanings.
Yes, it does. Thank you.
Explained.
Todd.
Thank you.
AOC surged past Gavin Newsom.
Oh, well, congratulations. I saw the bingo frenzy. And we're going to be getting a big old bingo fest.
Newsom in the betting odds, causing the always competitive Newsom to announce he just froze his eggs.
Oh, and 24, yes.
This week, Madonna turned 68. Yeah, just 1 year away from
1 year away from 69, the funniest number.
her favorite position.
Yeah. 4.
The country of Senegal passed a law that could put people in prison for same-sex acts. And here we
says Don Lemon.
They'd punish them.
Oh, no, they go to jail because they love it because they're gay, and jail is where you'd have gay sex.
Why am I living over?
Mice were captured racing around the boarding gate at LaGuardia Airport. Turned out they were one passenger's therapy pets.
Bingo!
Richard Gere. We got a DJ Chemix bingo here. Unbelievable.
Middle seat.
According to a new study.
We're finishing that. We're running out. We're running these out.
Popular erection medications can cause blindness.
Is this the redemption? Do we get Bill Clinton?
In a related story, guess who has to have all his scripts printed in Braille?
Jesse Waters. Taking boner pills.
And finally, the man with the world's smallest penis claims that his enlargement procedure was a big success. So congrats to the new record holder.
Whole inside baseball
It was either
there.
going to be that one or the other one.
Yeah.
I figured that was coming my way.
You're a good sport.
Thanks, bro.
And you got good insurance.
Unfortunately, I can't click. The bingo has been claimed by DJ. I cannot select any more bingo tiles. I'm just running the clock on this one because I got to get the viewer videos. And I got to end the stream at 3 p.m. Because that's why I also started it early because a lot of shit going on.
21% of women under age 30 have a negative view of men.
Of course they do. Because of liberal women. This is why women shouldn't be allowed to read, watch TV, or talk to other women. They all talk. Oh, yeah, they all talk. They spread their little ideas. Spread all their little ideas.
It's 1 in 5.
Look after the
kids. The same
kids.
number of talented people on a popular TV show.
Man, a lot of Fox News jokes here. You have the same shirt on? Does Greg just walk from the 5 over to his set? That's a pretty sweet job. Good, easy commute.
Now compare that to under 30 men. Just 7% view women negatively. Some of the reasons women cited for their dislike: men don't call out their sexist friends and they don't care enough about politics.
Women hate us because we laugh at jokes. Think about that, guys. Think about that. Just because we like Kill Tony, just because we like Bert, just because we're having a good time.
Well, first of all, men don't have sexist friends. They just have friends. And we don't follow politics enough? No, we just know it's not worth talking about it. Talking politics with women is like reciting poetry to a leaf blower.
Yeah, women are dumb as shit. Get them, Greg. Now this seems like the rant part.
But it's all
This is the rant part. Thanks for playing, guys. He was just getting into it, letting women know they're dumb as shit. DJ, you're gonna need to link that link again. I have not been looking. Congratulations. I'm gonna get DJ's link. Our top day trader is from YouTube today. RJ Craig Allen. I know no Don Lemon this week. No Don Lemon this week. Unbelievable.
The young
RJ Craig Allen, let's see. Let's see if you did it. Oh, he did. Okay, it's all gonna work out. Thank you. Thank you. All right, we did it. We got all the links. Thank you, everybody, for playing once again. Now we head over to viewer videos. Let us see. Braggs, Jews, Michael Cohen, Alan Weisselberg, David Pecker. Okay, so I don't know. Having a list of Jews on a poster board. I have seen this image before, though it was in black and white. Restart the video. Okay.
You think Jews control the country?
Yeah, they control the fucking country.
Oh, interesting.
They control Wall Street, they control the banks, they control Hollywood. Every fucking building in New York City is owned by Jews.
Hey,
Look at
hey,
so fucking close.
I'm Jewish.
I don't give a fuck.
You gotta get out of
I
here.
ain't going no
I
fucking
control everything. You gotta go.
I'm not going no fucking way.
You gotta go. I'm Jewish.
Fuck you.
But I control everything,
No,
so
you
you,
don't control
you
me,
gotta
fucker.
go. You gotta go.
Movement.
Wow.
I'm just saying so there you have it. Jews
There it
control
is.
everything. I was able to clear the square there. I just commanded him to leave, and he left.
Wow. That's all the evidence I need. Easy as that. Frightening. Frightening to see live. Frightening to see live. My God. Terrifying shit. And quite a bit shorter of a man too, and still he commands the power. Maybe it's the Jewish hypno glasses. I don't know what that was, but that was that. Wow, you saw it there. Greg Gutfeld.
Here's the first question. Greg and Kat, how do you feel and how's it going so far?
Greg eating ham on stage? Is this a joke? Is this like a commentary on The View? Is Greg pretending to be Joy Behar?
Being a dad and a mom for the first time.
I'm loving being a dad.
It's great though being an old dad. It's great. I think it's better for the kid because she gets the best years of my life, and then I'm gone, and I don't get to see who she marries.
Two good points. But also, played a cold cuts on the stage. Way to affirm your masculinity and your straighthood just by slapping down sloppy meats. Guys, let's have some old dads. Let's have some cold cuts on stage. And yes, you don't have to see who she marries. Again, a daughter is someone you protect from ever having sex with anyone. It's in the Bible. Look it up. This is too long.
You love me. We love each other.
guy from Fargo? Is this who's that auto-tune comedian that sells out stadiums?
You're not even as good as me! Kick the ass, Anderson authorizing skewer. Fuck a bitch!
This is January 6th. Auto-tune. Playing Call of Duty. Pretty good speed, good movement. I like it. Haven't played Nuketown in a long time. You know, hate to be a snob here, but I'm more of a Counter-Strike 2 guy. No aim assist on the Joke Explainer side. See you on Dust 2.
People are so loose with the term like unsafe. It's like, I just don't feel safe.
Nice AV comedy there.
It's that leverage of power to phrase it like that. I feel unsafe that our university would let a Republican speak in the conference room. I feel unsafe that they would even let a conservative speak to us.
Incredible editing there. Brian, I know you're not here, but later on when you're going through the stream, is that a canned laughter? Is that added audience sounds? The audience sound sounds very removed from the rest of the room here.
They go to NYU. I'm like, you live in New York. You feel fine out there? You're in New York City. It's anarchy. But then Ben Shapiro comes and they're like, this is disgusting. How could anyone allow this threat to my life? It's insane.
Yeah, so I believe that's piped in. Notice my YouTube UI I'm dealing with here. Just take a look around, guys. Take a look around. And maybe decide amongst yourselves why when I change YouTube settings, when I say you can post links. Let's check where I am here. We're on youtube.com. I got 3 bars here. Got the search. Very minimal setup. Alphabet. I know you're a small company. I hope you can figure it out.
The young people are so loose with the term like...
Up! Ah. RJ Craig Allen from the Discord, from YouTube. Another dimension.
Okay, we'll edit laughter in there.
Earning the bribe. We'll see. My wife's a bitch. I pretty much called it. We knew. Cheers, boys. Cheers, guys. To wives and girlfriends, may they never mate. Amen.
Poop joke.
Amen. Hi. That's a good stream. That's a good stream right there. Am I having a stroke? Hey man, that was awesome. Thanks for videos, guys. And look at that, we got 5 minutes ahead of schedule, just in time. Can you imagine if 3 p.m. happens and you just see a bulldozer come through the wall behind me just as I end the stream? Oh man. One day I'll have the technology for it. If I ever have the capability of having a green screen behind me, I'm going to put up a green screen, and it's just going to be this exact same room on a green screen, and I'm just going to have all sorts of shit going on back there. That's the perfect bit. Record this for later. Grok, record this for later. I can find a see if I can find a exit song. Oi. Who are we? Who's online? Who can I raid? Who can I raid? Back to Twitch. Who's online? Hassan? Nope, you're not getting a raid. Fuck you, bitch. I actually had a pretty good one the other day. Don Lemon raid. Don Lemon. Is there a Don Lemon on? No. He is. We're doing it, guys. We're going to Don Lemon. Is this gonna do it? Is this gonna do it? Donnie. That didn't work. Try again. Let's try again. Raid Don Lemon. Oh, god damn it. Why won't it raid? Raid. Raid. No. No matches. Maybe are we banned from raiding him? It just says no matches. Can they disable? Well, what if they can? I believe Sauerkraut has raid ability. You want to try to do it. See you later, Amy. See you later. Let me just check my streamer bot here. Commands. Raid. Edit. You're allowed. You're in the raid command. Allowed moderators. Raid Hassan. Fine. We can raid Hassan. Let's try. This is fully broken. This is just a piece of shit. Raid. Command. Raid. Okay. Well, I'll have to figure this out. I don't know. Why does it work for when I press the button? Start raid. Yeah? Username. Yeah? Whatever. Whatever. Oops. See you later, everybody.
Next stop, D-Town. 2, 3, oh!